This chart shows exactly how GBP crashed to Swiss franc and other currencies and other assets. Look at this chart. Just 50 years ago, £1 was more than 6 Swiss francs. Today, this is a total disaster for a British pound GBP, as 1 franc equals 1 GBP, 1 GBP equals 1 franc. I don't understand how on earth people can say that the British pound is a good currency if it lost actually so much that in 50 years ago you would have 6.6 million Swiss francs for 1 million pounds, and today you would get only actually a little bit than 1 million francs for 1 million British pounds. This is total disaster. British pound would have to actually increase in value to Swiss franc by 550, 560 net percent. So it would have to be 660% more than now. Okay, so it is unbelievable that there are people trying to tell you that the currency like British pound is in any way a good currency. It is disaster currency. I don't understand why there are still countries, developed countries, that actually believe this total crap. Even there are countries that actually keep the British pound in their national bank, thinking that this currency is a good currency and that will keep you with the let's say inflation. Of course, today you would get for keeping British pound in the bank, let's say 3%, 4% if you are lucky. But in last 20 years, the British pound was around 1%, 0%, 1.5% interest rate. So you would get nothing in interest rate actually, and you would lose to Swiss franc, as we can see on this chart. I didn't draw this chart. I am not drawing this chart. These are historical charts, and please give me a break if you still say that the British pound is a good currency in anyway. If people are believing that the British pound is a good currency in a way that I don't understand, please explain me in the comment. Please explain me that. Maybe I know too little, so I will know more thanks to a person that will try to explain me how on earth British pound is a good currency. And then there are also people, this propaganda around internet. They will say, oh, this is just a Swiss franc. Swiss franc is a special currency, which is a special currency actually. And Swiss franc is growing to everything because they've got good finances. They don't print so much. They are very prudent people. Swiss people are very prudent, etc. They rich, but because they prudent, so they rich, they work. That's why their currency is so good. But this is actually a pure lie, as the Swiss franc is just a beginning that we have to show. It is an example that we have to show in the beginning of explaining why GBP is so bad. Look at this. This is Czechia GBP, so that is a currency of Czech Republic. If we check this currency, you're gonna see at the moment, in a moment, how how GBP is losing even to a Czech crown. And look at this. This is a Czech crown. And the Czech crown actually was for 1 million pound. For 1 million pound, it was, you see, 62 million Czech crowns. Czech Republic, it's It's a country in the central of Europe. It's a European countries, NATO, European Union core. And if we check the candlestick, you see, for £1 million, for £1 million, you would get 64 million Czech crowns just 24 years ago. Today is only 30 million pounds, 30 million crowns. But just a few months ago, it was just 26 million crowns. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? It's not only Swiss franc that is actually gaining to British pound, or maybe British pound is losing to Swiss franc. Also, British pound is losing to Czech crown. Czech Republic, actually, half of Trump's children are from I think Czech Republic. His first wife was Czech. So you see, Swiss franc, Czech crown, and you do think that those are only examples? No, these are not only examples. Look at the gold. This is a pure example. Gold gained. You see, gold gained, as we can see, just since 2006. Look, from gold gate from 300 pounds to 2200 pounds. 2200. Okay, it's disaster. It's disaster from 300 pounds to 2200 pounds. How much is it? 7, 8 times, and soon it will be even more. But since 1971, actually GBP lost from 15 pounds per 1 ounce to 2200 pounds. 2200 pounds, yeah. So that is 150 times. GBP lost 15,000% to gold. And then you can say, okay, this is only Swiss franc, this is only Czech crown, and this is only gold. This is what they say. Okay, so let's see silver is the same. It is the same story, and over again the same story. Actually, look at this. Just a while ago, when was it? In 2006, 1 ounce of silver was 5 quid. Now it is 24 pounds, but it was 27 pounds. Can you imagine? It was 27 pounds. 27 pounds. Just few weeks ago. 27 from 5 to 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 6 times, ladies and gentlemen. British pound is losing to everything. To currencies, to gold, to silver. You think that maybe house prices in UK are going up, which is also pure lie, because if we take into account the rise of gold, so if we compare gold price since 2019, you would get if we take just gold since 2019, the gold price and the average house prices in UK, and if you had 1 million pounds in 2019 and you bought 4 houses, each 250, you would have today 4 houses which are 25% more. The price is 25% more now of those houses, considering those quantitative easing and lowering interest. But gold actually increased since 2019 150%, around 150%. So if you bought for 1 million pounds gold in 2019, you would have today 2,500,000 pounds. From 1 million to 2,500,000. If you bought houses. You would have today those 4 houses, which maybe average price would be £1,250,000, but you would have to consider that you would need those houses you taking care of in the last 5 years, renting, fixing, etc., etc. And this is not granted that actually your houses, your properties increased this 25% since 2019. So even though the British pound is losing, and though they show a British property market in British pound, it is a pure lie. It is a pure lie. This is just mathematics. Like Albert Einstein said, mathematics is the key. I am not drawing those charts. I am not setting up every day the price of gold, price of silver, price of British pound. Actually, they set up the price of gold for the most of the world in London, so they would not hurt themselves. So I am not setting the gold price, I am not setting silver price, I am not setting the Czech crown price, Swiss franc price, Swiss franc, etc., etc. The truth is that British pound can actually collapse even more if countries, like there are many countries that keep actually dollar is a global currency, but there are also currencies like GBP or Australian dollar and Canadian dollar, and there are many countries that actually holding the British pound. If they will give it back, the British pound will collapse even more. Okay, comparing this data, if that will proceed in next 30-40 years, 1 ounce of gold will be £100,000, £200,000, £300,000, something like this. It depends of the interest on the GBP and their economy. I haven't made these numbers. These are numbers provided by the market. Please subscribe my channel for more informations like this, so you will know what really actually is happening around the world, and you will not be fooled by this fake explanations. That's it. See you soon.